Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the week of August 7th to the 13th, 2023. The rune that came out for you is called Ingwaz, and this is the rune of fertility. So I am seeing here old chapters are going to be kind of resolved this week and muled over in order for really beautiful new blessings to come forward. Now, this process may be a little bit confusing for you, and there may be some problem solving involved here, and you may not necessarily know what to do. For example, we have Venus retrograde right now. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are trying to figure out what to do with an ex or a situationship, old lover, old project, because you're wanting to bring about new change in your life. You're wanting to bring about what you truly want and desire, but for whatever reason, emotionally, you may still be tied up into something or just feeling rather confused. Now, this is a really good sign, Ingwaz, because it shows this week, and you could literally be taking a day or two off and just separating yourself from work and all of the things going on in your life. So you could be taking like a little beach trip, for example, or visiting a friend for a few days. I am seeing for many Capricorns like taking some time off away from feeling like you need to solve every problem right now and get all this work done, and that will be incredibly refreshing for you if you are doing that. I feel like it'll give you some new perspective. I do see here this confusing situation that you have in your life that involves closing out old chapters in order for this fertility in the present moment to unfold and, you know, allowing beautiful situations in the present moment to unfold. That confusion will be cleared up this week, I promise you. You will find a solution. So at the time you're watching this, you may be really confused about someone or something going on in your life, but I assure you this week you will find answers, and the answers will honestly be a lot more simple than you even realize. So that's exciting. Next, we have enjoyments. Yes, just a nice enjoying of your time can make things so much clearer, you know? Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. I love that for you. Yeah, you're just having fun. Good old-fashioned fun this week. And honestly, it will help you make so much sense of your life. Sometimes our problems appear so great, but when we kind of pull back and just run around barefoot on the grass and splash around in the ocean, all of our problems become really small, and it's actually in the act of separating your mind from those problems and just having good old-fashioned fun that you come back to those problems with really simple solutions, and you're like, why was I worried about this in the first place? Next, we have abundance and a year from now. Wow. So 1 year from this week, your life is going to look entirely different. And I feel intuitively, you probably are picking up on this already. Like some of you might just intuitively feel like you'll be moving this year ahead. I'm seeing getting like your own apartment or car or new job. Like intuitively, you feel like a big shift will be happening in the next several months. And this week may be showing you some of those changes. But 1 year from now, for sure, your life will look very different in a very positive way. You'll have more abundance, prosperity. I'm seeing more money, more sturdy and sound relationships in your life, more independence, autonomy, which is just what you're craving. So I feel this really strongly for Capricorn. This next 12 months is going to be such a transformative time for anyone with strong Capricorn placements. And I see it in everyone's life who I know personally who has strong Capricorn placements. Like I could just intuitively see visions of how their life is going to unfold. And I use them as an example because I can read into the future, but obviously in these group readings, I am picking up on different people's, it's like a group reading. I'm picking up on so many different future paths. When I know someone personally, or I do a reading for someone personally, I can get a lot more specific, and I can very clearly see that future path for them and be like, yeah, you'll be moving, you'll be like doing this, you'll be doing that, whatever. But if I take a look at all of the people I personally know who are Capricorns, all of their future paths this year are beautiful, intense, and lots of big changes. Many will be moving or just having a lot of big life-altering events happening that will bring in more of that abundance, that love, that stability and prosperity. So it's beautiful. So 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 for this week ahead. First card out, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. Yeah. So lots of changes have been going on in your life since the beginning of 2023. Many of you might have, it appears from the surface that unfortunate changes have been taking place. Like, you might have broken up with someone, you might have had like someone pass away, you might have lost your job or something like that. But what you don't see is that there's actually an undercurrent of fortune in these changes that are happening, and you know, it is kind of bringing you better life circumstances in one way or another. Okay, now that doesn't mean you can't be sad, you can't mourn, you can't do whatever, but I feel like it was from these unfortunate circumstances and changes that actually triggered you to start making these changes that will make your life look so different a year from now. So this prosperity that I'm seeing you bringing in this year, you had to go through these extreme changes that you experienced in a negative way first, earlier this year, in the past few weeks or months, okay? So breakup, moving away from someone, like separating from someone, death, the loss of job, loss of something. Capricorn, I see it for you. In the past, you had to go through that in order to trigger this kind of like spiritual awakening within yourself and create this newfound desire to just like get your life together and be really independent and more self-serving, because before I feel like you might have been serving to everyone around you except for you. So beautiful. Second card out for you is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this ending might have been associated with someone hiding things, lying, or not taking the responsibility that they should have, even if it was a death. Honestly, like that and I hate to like talk trash on the dead, but that person may have made things a bit harder for you towards the end. Wow, that's a really specific message. Or like if this was a relationship that you've broken up with, they might have literally lied to you, cheated on you, stole, something like that. I don't know. Or like you didn't have enough information to make this transition easy. Like there might not have been a will, there might not have been closure. You know, you might not have had a backup plan if you were like fired from a job, for example. I'm seeing something like that. Like it was very sneaky, underhanded, or just ill-prepared, ill timing going on here that was associated with this kind of sudden change of events. Third card out for you, Strength reversed. Yeah, I feel like this was an issue in the past where someone or you were kind of, I'm getting a vision of like sweeping problems under the rug. For example, if it was like a relationship and the person lied, cheated, like you might have swept problems in that relationship under the rug and hid it through intimacy, for example. Or maybe there was something that you did together that every time you would have a fight, you would just do this thing, like play video games, but not actually solve the problem itself. So I feel like there was an issue here about being like vulnerable, being very open, authentic with each other. If this was like a falling out with family members, there might not have been a atmosphere of openness between you guys, and that might have caused some stress towards the end. I am seeing that for some people. So I don't know. It was a problem in the past, and I feel like you don't want to carry that energy with you in the future. Second row out for you, fourth card out, is the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely being more selfish with your energy for sure. You're wanting to save up more. I mean, you are the Queen of Pentacles, okay, Capricorn. So in reversed, it's like you're honestly this week trying to be more selfish. Like trying not to constantly give to other people. Like, no, I'm going to save up my money. I'm going to invest in my future. I'm going to bring about these changes that I need to bring about. And I feel like you're very right in doing that. And yeah, I don't know. Center of your spread, Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, so some of you actually might be kind of closed off to love right now, or denying some sort of opportunity in love to come forward because, like I said, like you had this unexpected changes going on in the past that you're still recovering from. And there's also this element here of just getting your own life together and finding happiness within yourself. And there's a part of you that, like, for example, if you're not on your own 2 feet right now, you want to save your money and invest in your own home or apartment first, or health. You know, if your health's not all that great, you know, why would I be focusing on love? Why would I be focusing on emotional matters of the heart, when I need to get my health together? That's more important. or my money, my survival together. That's way more important than emotional matters. So I am seeing that. And this could also show up as like entertainment matters as well, creative entertainment. So for example, someone might want to go to a concert with you, or you really want to go to a concert or a museum or see a certain movie that's in the theaters, and you're like, no, I have to be more disciplined at this exact time in my life, save some more money, or that's time I should be using to focus on my foundation, my foundational survival, money, health. Like, instead of spending my money going out and drinking and spending all my money and time on entertainment like that, I should be working out, I should be working, I should be saving. Okay, so I am seeing a very disciplined type of energy coming from you this week, in the name of self-survival. 6th card out for you is the Empress reversed. Yeah, I just honestly feel like you don't feel like you have enough this week, or at the time that you're watching this. You have goals in mind that cost money or time or energy, and right now you really you are enjoying the moment for sure, but you are trying to step more into the feeling of prosperity. That's something I would recommend for you guys right now. Give yourself some time off from being productive and allow yourself to enjoy the present moment this week, because it's from that space that prosperity really thrives. Okay, it's through enjoying your life that's more enjoying experiences can come through. That's the law of attraction. So try not to fall back into old ways of lack mindset and feeling like you can never have fun. Life is all work, no play. Like, I feel like you were doing really good for a few weeks, Capricorn, with like actually being prosperous and abundant mindset having, and don't fall off the wagon. 3rd row here, 7th card, Ace of Swords, beautiful. New direction in life, new ideas. I feel like you're kind of reinventing your future path for yourself. So I don't know what this ending was that was in your life, but this week I'm seeing you kind of having a lot of new ideas come to your head about like what you want the future to look like. Maybe, for example, you always envisioned yourself, having a home and family with your husband or wife, and perhaps earlier this year you got a divorce. And now this week you're saying like, what if I became a digital nomad and like lived in all these different countries working online? Or what if I bought my own like bachelorette or bachelor pad in the city with like a beautiful view? Like, I feel like you have a lot of new ideas coming in for what your future could be that you will be working on for the next year ahead. And this new future path, you may want to have some conversations about it with the people closest to you, see what their input is, get someone to kind of like just talk to about it, because I feel like I said, there's this sense of confusion, kind of like, what do I do in this situation? And I honestly feel like just talking about it with some close trusted friends who give really good advice will help you kind of understand what your own intuition is saying, and also journaling about it, watching readings on it, honestly, may help as well, because pick a card readings, tarot readings on the internet, or just with a tarot reader in general, even if they are not accurate, they will tell you what your intuition is saying, because even if a reading is so far off and you're just repulsed by it, that feeling of being repulsed from the reading and like, this is not my reading, will tell you exactly what your intuition is saying anyways. So I don't know, maybe you guys need to get some readings. All right, I offer personal readings, link in the description, just saying. Get some readings this week, kind of ponder things more, you're muling something over in your mind this week. It really feels like what will I do with this situation, and what will this look like in the future? What will my life look like in the future? So interesting. We also have the Magician in reverse. This has been coming out a lot this week. I would say be aware of manipulators, especially be aware of anyone, and this could also be you as well, so I'm not like saying it's a bad thing, but be aware of anyone in your life who is very directly saying, I do not want something committed with you, I do not want a relationship with you, like I'm just here for like a fun time, not a long time. For some of you, this could literally be you as well, and there's nothing wrong with this, as long as both parties hear what's being said and understand that you could be the one saying, I'm not wanting something more serious here, and maybe some of you are just looking for friends with benefits. Maybe some of you are just looking for a casual hobby to do, not something to like really invest your energy in right now. There could also be an offer from a friend or someone, or an opportunity that you may feel like is too long-term for like what you want right now. For example, a friend may have an idea to start a business with you, and you're like, or someone might reach out wanting you to sign a contract for work, and you're only looking for like short-term work opportunities right now, and this work opportunity will take like a year or two of your time, and you're just like, I don't want to commit to that right now. So these energies could come up. I'm seeing here someone, whether it's you or someone in your life, simply is not wanting to commit long-term to something, and it's important to acknowledge and respect that within yourself or within other people, and not, you know, do anything against that. And finally, we have the Three of Cups in reversed. Yeah, there's a lot of cards here about betrayal. So if you were betrayed in the past by friends, by a relationship, you know, there may still be some healing to do with that here. And I don't know. It's just coming up, like trust issues may be something you need to mule over. I feel like that's why you're muling over. I keep coming back to that word, muling over something, you know, turning something in your mind. It's like, and I'm seeing a vision of someone like kneading dough and then flipping it, folding it, kneading it again. But like that dough is your thoughts. It's like just looking at things from a different perspective, sitting with a thought, sitting with a potential outcome here. And you haven't made a decision yet. Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And like I said, I feel like that clarity will come to you for sure. But I don't know, some of you might be feeling a little bit down because, I don't know, there's like betrayal energy. You're feeling left out of the loop. You know, Three of Cups reverse comes out when you're feeling out of the loop, either in like a friend group or with someone, like you don't know what's going on in their life, or this can literally at the worst represent like actual betrayal, especially next to the Magician reversed, okay? And, you know, this energy might be taking a hit on your self-esteem at this time, which is why it's just so important for you to go within and focus on yourself right now and heal yourself, you know. And we saw that energy of like going out and enjoying life will be so healing for you this week. So make sure you have time this week to go on dates with yourself, as well as going out with any trusted loved ones and friends and just really having fun, or even taking a day or two away. It will be so healing for you, and you'll know exactly what to do in this situation when you do that. So make time for that. Thank you for joining me, guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you for the next reading. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Bye bye.